All right, today we're going to dive into something really fascinating, the world of holiday marketing in the GCC. That's the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. Now, this is a market that moves to its own beats, and honestly, understanding that rhythm is what separates the winners from everyone else. So, if your first thought is, hey, I'll just take my Christmas campaign and tweak it a bit, well, you might want to think again. The whole idea of what holiday marketing even is, it's just completely different out here. And getting that difference is, well, it's everything. And this slide right here, this just nails the core difference perfectly. You see, in a lot of Western markets, everything builds up to one giant peak season, right? But in the GCC, it's more like a whole series of key moments scattered throughout the year. We're talking cultural events, religious holidays, national celebrations, each one a unique opportunity with its own vibe. So why does getting this right matter so much? Well, because the audience in this region, especially in places like the UAE and Saudi Arabia, is super digital and incredibly engaged. So when you get your message and your timing right, the response can be huge. This isn't just a nice little extra. It's absolutely critical for a successful year. Okay, so let's start with the first big idea, the holiday calendar itself. Because understanding the region's unique rhythm isn't just a tactic, it's your single biggest advantage. You're not just marketing for one season. You're building a conversation that lasts all year long. So let's actually map out what these key moments look like. The most important thing to get your head around is that each one has a totally different feel. You've got everything from huge displays of national pride to really personal family gatherings. And check out this breakdown. It's so telling. During national days, the mood is all about pride, community, and big themed promotions. But then for Ramadan and the Eid festivals that follow, the focus shifts completely to things like gifting, family meals, and new clothes. Then you layer in global events like Black Friday, which is all about the deals, and these huge local shopping festivals. You can see how a one-size-fits-all approach just wouldn't work, right? Okay, so we've got our map of the year. Now, let's get into the playbook. We're going to walk through 5 core strategies you can use to build campaigns that really hit the mark. Campaigns that are relevant, respectful, and timed just right. So here they are, the 5 pillars for any winning strategy in the GCC. First, cultural awareness. Second, really careful timing. Third, creating offers that actually match what people need in that moment. Fourth, using a multi-channel approach. And finally, building a real sense of community and interaction. Let's break each of these down. First up, and this one is an absolute non-negotiable, cultural awareness. All of your creative, every ad, every post has to show respect for local values and traditions. So for huge holidays like Ramadan and Eid, you want to lean into themes like togetherness, family, and generosity. And here's a big one. Using Arabic content isn't just about translation. It's a massive signal of respect that builds incredible trust. Next, let's talk timing, because it's more complex than you might think. Your campaign doesn't start a week before the big day. People start researching and browsing weeks in advance. Then you hit this intense peak shopping window, especially right before Eid. Here's a pro tip. During Ramadan, digital activity actually spikes in the evening after people break their fast. And don't just stop when the holiday is over. Plan to extend your campaigns to keep that momentum going. All right, number 3, your offers have to make sense for the moment. This is where you get strategic. Are you thinking about corporate gifting for your B2B customers? Can you create some urgency with a limited time promo? You know, things like curated gift bundles are amazing because they make shopping so much easier. And of course, rewarding your most loyal customers during these big seasons, that's just a fantastic way to deepen that relationship. Strategy number 4 is all about being where your customers are. And in the GCC, that means being mobile first. So yeah, you need a heavy presence on consumer social platforms. We're talking Instagram, TikTok, X, Snapchat, but don't forget LinkedIn for your B2B side. When people are actively looking to buy, you've got to be there with search marketing. And of course, short-form video and partnerships with local influencers are huge. The key is to tie it all together with a consistent theme, even in your physical stores. And the final piece of the puzzle is all about building community. Look, these holidays are social by nature, so your marketing should be too. Get your customers involved. Encourage them to share their own photos and stories. Simple things like polls and contests can work wonders for engagement. Oh, and here's a crucial operational point. Make sure your customer support team is staffed up and ready for the rush, especially right around Eid. So, when you pull all of this off, what happens? Well, it's about so much more than just a quick sales bump.
It's really about playing the long game and building genuine, lasting brand loyalty in this incredible region.
And ultimately, that's the big takeaway, isn't it? When you take this kind of tailored, respectful approach, you don't just win the holiday season, you're actually building a strong foundation of loyalty in one of the most dynamic, fast-growing markets in the entire world. And that really just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. When you look at that calendar, so rich with opportunity, the question for you and your brand isn't if you should engage, it's which of these amazing key moments are you going to truly own next.